Hello, Miss. Hello, hello. I think Miss is AFK. Ah. Yeah, Sea of Thieves tends to give Miz a blue screen on boot for whatever reason. That said, I was going to step away and refill my drink anyway. So, I'll run some ads and go do that while the game loads up. The game will not appear on screen until I get back and change the game source, just an FYI. So do not worry that there is audio happening and no footage. I will fix that in a minute. And we're back. So, this season of Sea of Thieves is dedicated to the Hunter's Call, which has been expanded as a faction. It has its own voyages now. And one of them is really chill if you enjoy the game's fishing, which I do. Oof. Hopefully that doesn't take too long. I'll get us started. I have also I'm currently representing the Hunter's Call costume. Looks pretty cool. I've also renamed the guild to the Sunshower Pirates. So I'm happy to be able to represent that in game. Yeah, always nice when things work. I need to bump up the game volume because I normally play at like 10% volume while listening to like ASMR and stuff. Because I need to be able to hear the game at least a little bit. But I don't want the game sounds to be too distracting from you know, the chill stuff that I'm listening to. Kind of like that purple crown that was over on the right hand side. I think that is a premium thing you have to get from the shop, though. One thing I will say that was kind of a negative experience with this game recently, specifically their customer service. It's like Microsoft has a rewards program for using their search engine, Bing, and you can redeem Sea of Thieves ancient coins, but it's intended to be used with the Microsoft Store version of the game. But like, I bought the game. It shouldn't matter what platform I'm playing it on. And in the past, you just have to provide them your receipt, and they, you know, deactivate the code and activate the ancient coins on your Steam account, and it would be fine. But this last time, they gave me the real runaround, and I had to contact them like 4 times, because first it was like, gotta redeem the code first so we can see that you've claimed it. And it's like, okay, I got a receipt though. And previously you've deactivated it, so you clearly know, you can clearly check whether or not it's been used or not. And like, okay, well, now you gotta wait 48 hours. I'm like, okay, well, I've redeemed it now. It's been 48 hours.
I need a very, very large drink.
Specifically redeem it on the Microsoft Store for reference. And then they were like, oh, we're going to do this for you as like a one-time goodwill gesture, you know, just like speaking to like a, like an internet service provider or something would give you the song and dance. It's like, no, you did something wrong, but we're going to do this as a one-time courtesy for you. And it's just like, oh, that's gross. This was never an issue in the past. So I don't know if Microsoft is maybe coming down on Rare and saying you have to be less generous or whatever. But it was a thoroughly negative experience. Oh yeah, and as a teaser for the next season, there's a Reaper rowboat that you can find, and there's also Reaper graffiti on pretty much all the outposts and on some random places out there, like on some of the rocks. All right. Well, let's get the flag of friendship going. So this stream will probably not be super long. I'm gonna probably keep playing with Ms. off stream, but the stream itself, we're just gonna run through the Hunter's Call content. Oh yeah, also, I forget if I showed this. So the grapple gun, if you miss with a shot now, you don't lose a round. Someone was clearly doing merchants earlier. So, okay, you rep the Hunter's Call. I guess we'll take a look at like what's in the company shop. So there's some costumes, there's the old cosmetic set. There are now some weapons. This one's pretty cute. Killer whale throwing knives. Oh, it's broken? Can you maybe try doing like a file verification? So you always want to start out your voyage with a bait crate. And you can grab some hunting spears. Now, there's a bug that's been in the games like pretty much since I've started playing, where sometimes where you buy things, it won't actually deduct your coins properly, and so it won't give you the goods. Luckily, it's working this time, but if you ever find a case where you've bought supplies from like the merchants, and you're not able to retrieve them, just go to the captain's supplies, because those go straight into your boat and you don't have to claim them. You can buy anything. You can even buy like a cosmetic, but let's say you don't want to buy cosmetic. Just go to the captain's supplies, buy something there, since that'll go straight to your barrels on your boat. And that'll deduct your coins successfully. So yeah, hunting spears are a new thing that they added here. You can fire them at other ships and they get lodged in the side. They increase the amount of water that they let in. And they have to pull out the hunting spear before they can repair the hole. But they're really mostly used for commendations for hunting boars, which I don't recommend using them for that, or fighting megalodons. Because, again, that's another thing that they improved since the start of the season. Now when a mega is charging at you, if you hit them with the hunting spear, a single hunting spear will deter them from charging at you. One of the ancient megalodons that they added, the ancient megs are basically the emissary voyage for the Hunter's Call, and kind of the new endgame content. They're almost as hard as the Fort of the Damned, honestly, in my opinion. Definitely like a one of the higher tier raids in terms of effort put in there. One of them has armor, and if you hit their armor with the hunting spear, unfortunately, or even if you just hit a regular part of the body, it will not be enough to deter them. You do want to hit their weak point, which opens up after you break one of their armor pieces. So quick fucker check. Oh boy, there are some fuckers out there. All right, so with that in mind, have I done my Voyage of Luck? Apparently I have. Those are the things that you get. You get golden doubloons when you play close to when an update comes out, and for each update cycle, you get one Voyage of Luck that gives you one treasure, usually raid loot. Can be a flag, rarely, or some Reaper stuff. You can get a golden map that'll have a whole bunch of treasure, and that's the pay dirt. I haven't gotten one of those yet. Like sometimes they give away a whole bunch of them during seasonal events. Neither Miz nor I have successfully gotten one. But I would like to get some of those emissary flags from such a voyage, so that I don't have to do PvP, because I'd still like to get some of the cosmetics, or at least complete the commendations for selling grade 5 flags. And the flags that you get from those are always grade 5. So the thing about spears also, when using them in combat, is you have to hold them in your hand and load them manually, which is really time consuming. So it's just more optimal to throw them, even though they do more damage if shot out of a cannon. So we're going to start things off with a Meg Voyage. The reason why is when Miz and I did it, we only did one. It got us straight to grade 5. Normally it takes 3 fishing voyages, which is honestly optimal, in my opinion. And I think it still takes 3 of the boar voyages. Like, the boar and fishing voyages seem to be about the same in terms of the money and value of treasure that you earn for the time that you put in. But like, at least with the fishing voyage, you're spending your entire time fishing, or just going from island to island. With the boar voyage, you're actually spending most of your time just loading up treasure from the middle of an island and schlepping it back to your ship. So I think they should retune that for more fun. So you get the shrouded glass. One lens shows far off breach points, the other reveals nearby trails. Megalodons flee from attack, so hunt them down to defeat them. So this is a 3-stage voyage. So we've got our snoofer. We got some meg smells in the air, leading us to these birds ahead. And when we get here, the meg will surface and attack. We can get some basic treasures. I think that's all of them. Oh, I didn't get enough cannonballs. On the island. And although this voyage is optimal... Okay, he fled. Ugh, that's rough. Also try verifying the files on Steam. That could be the issue. Alright, so now that we've chased off the Meg, we got a breach point over there. And when we work our way over to the breach point, we will get another trail that we can follow. And it's kind of cool because you can see like a ghostly red megalodon swimming around in the effect of the breach point. It's time for another fucker check. All right. Map is clear of fuckers. Thank you for the kissy smoochy. Now, granted, I don't know if this would get you to grade 5 if you didn't purchase the bait crate, but you can do that anywhere. One thing I do wish that they would change is they made it so that you can no longer purchase supplies from the copies of the Hunter's Call emissaries at seaposts, and that's really annoying. Because I'd like to be able to get hunting spears from them in the wild. Is that trailing that way? I guess so. That's weird. Oh yeah. It spawned more birds right next to the first birds. So these, okay, I understand now. It doesn't spawn the next bit of loot until... Oh, we might get krakened. So they also changed it so that krakens can spawn just like megalodons and skeleton ships. But then they were spawning too frequently. It wasn't extreme or anything, but it was annoying. And they tried to like make it so that numbers-wise, it would be about the same as it was when they were tied to, you know, the gap between world events. But they ended up rolling back that change. They're going to still put it into effect, but they need to tweak the numbers more. They also made regular megalodons more ferocious, which just seems to mean that they attack more, they charge more frequently. Yeah. Oh, so the last time someone triggered the Make It Rain redeem, I was with my chibi model. I forgot that my hood goes up and my hand extends. I looked over and I was like, when did I trigger those things? Oh, yeah. And the unfortunate thing is, even though everything happens within VTube Studio now, if your model is changed via redeem, the timer for the previous model's triggers no longer expires. So that's just something to be aware of. There's a terrible ad for a new, like, cat product that's like cat lollipops. It's from a brand called Bonkers. And, like, the voiceover is like, whiffy good snacky snacks, Bonkers. I'm just like, what the fuck does, what in the British hell is this? What is whiffy good supposed to mean? Well, as long as they're a quality product. Their ads are terrible, though. Well, worse than terrible, their ads are cringe. Like, even like the acting in the commercial is just strange, because it's just some woman holding the package, which she presumably bought. But she's like just holding the package, walking out of her kitchen, and she's looking at it, and she's like, bonkers. And it's just like, you know you bought this. Why are you reacting like this? Oh, fuck it. Well. See, it does a lot of damage. It was enough to repel the Meg. But, I was too slow. And then she, like, looks and starts talking to her cat as if, like, it's a stranger to her. It's a very weird commercial. And then, like, the cat has, like, a whole bunch of other cats that came with it for the Bonkers. There's some commercials that just really set me off, man. All right, where are we going? Oh, okay. Over that way. It's weird how we're like right next to Plunder. Okay. And verifying the files should fix it. I will say I do like the flavor names that Bonkers had. I don't remember what all of them are, but I know the chicken flavored one was Chicky Licks, and I thought that was funny. Never mind, as in never mind, it's working. So like at the Sea Post, you can still sell treasures for the Hunter's Call. You can still represent the Hunter's Call there. You just can't buy hunting spears or bait crates there anymore. That way. Cool, cool. Good to hear. And there's our final destination. And defeating the Meg, it's basically just a giant fucking piñata. Hello. Let me just make sure that Discord is unmuted for stream. Yeah, we're good. Actually.
It should be slow for some reason. I don't know why. No, it's not going to load, and then it's just as I was about to go close it and trying to verify the files. It's, yep, there you go.
It could be, since it's after an update, it might have to recompile shaders.
Am I at the what now?
It does that typically when you first boot up the game after an update.
Makes sense.
So we do get a fun new BGM for the Megalodon hunts.
I am just glad that it worked and I'm actually able to fucking play.
Yeah. No, unexpected tech issues are never fun.
It didn't actually blue screen. It's like I was waiting for, okay, it's gonna blue screen, and then it didn't blue screen. Okay, there's something really wrong. So all the other times it just blue screen, it was fine. But the fact that it didn't blue screen, there's something else fucked up.
Right.
You know it's scary when you're afraid because it didn't blue screen. Now I'm just trying not to spill tea on myself.
Yes.
Emphasis on try.
I brought you here to play Sea of Thieves, not to spill the tea.
But don't you want to see the tea on the kitchens?
I mean, that's certainly a tempting offer. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Gotta ask Connor first.
Where? That was weird. I completely lost track of the Meg. I think there might be a couple songs because I don't remember this being the song that we had the last time we did this. And I don't know where they confirmed this, but apparently the Shrouded Ghost cannot show up during these. Just the regular 4 Meg types. It's possible they made the Meg. Hmm?
He did.
Yeah. It's possible they may have made the Megs faster as well. Just in terms of like circling your boat.
I think so, because that guy was going free up.
It's like that is a noteworthy difference of the ancient Megs. The feared Red Maw moves quite quickly, whereas the Barnacle Dread moves very slowly. So the way that the ancient Megs work is that they're basically like world events. There's always one on the map somewhere. But you get them revealed on your map. Like being a grade 5 Reaper would be when you're a grade 5 Hunter's Call Emissary. There's our loot. And, oh yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot of goodies. Oh, right. Shit. I forgot. You got everything. Yeah, okay.
You sure I got everything? All I see out there is
What the fuck is going on with the guild reputation?
What do you mean?
So for some reason, the guild is leveling up from 0. So, it's leveling up so much that the level up page has disappeared, but I can still hear it in the background.
Well, you're gonna have to for a while. They were 183.
Yeah, we are. So underneath this last one, there's actually a shipwreck that I forgot. Now we need to loot. Specifically, it's like the shipwreck graveyard. Broken shipwreck.
I'm gonna move the boat a little closer.
Yeah. I'll start setting stuff up. Oh, God. So I grabbed that one loot item, and it caused just the top left corner of the level up thing to appear. And then it disappeared again. So I've added Hunter's Call chests as well for raid voyages. Thankfully, these ones come with some air bubbles. Okay, well, the level up sound finally stopped. Oh. Oh, that reminded me, actually. There is one that I forgot here. Would have been embarrassing. Ooh, pineapple. That might be the last one. Unless there's one just floating. I shot off my grapple gun at one point and just grabbed one from somewhere. Not seeing anything sparkle. Oh, wait. No, that's a barrel. And those appear to just be lanterns. Okay, so it doesn't quite get you to grade 5. We just got really lucky last time, I suppose. Or what we could have done was we could have cooked the Meg meat. Or we could just do a quick little fishy do.
No, that is not what I want to do.
I think what we should do is we should grab a fish or a bait crate to get to grade 5. Hunt an ancient Meg first, just in case anything bad happens later. that said, we should have a voyage up so that we can
We
accrue.
have a bait crate.
We do, but getting another bait crate will give us grade, emissary grade, because we're like a sliver away.
That's what I got.
So we'll just catch a splash tail or get a bait crate. And we'll get some extra harpoons.
Doing that, we don't want to be here. We want to park on the other side. This is the.
Well, we're gonna sell what we're reaching grade 5, so we may as well sell what we got.
Future. Turn around, fix the boat.
Considering where I was just doing the Meg voyage, it's unlikely that the ancient Meg is going to be right next to us, but it would be nice. This is not going to work. Thus far, the server seems peaceful. It's nice to get back to the better fishing minigame. There we go. While you're over there, if you could get us some more cannonballs, that would be delightful. Excellent. Okay. Oh, actually, the Feared Red Maw is just to our east.
Oh.
So honestly, we'll come back here to sell, so let's not bother buying harpoons just yet. In fact, now that we've heard the unique music, I'm going to turn the game volume down to 20%. Because, I've played this game so long at 10% that, everything sounds super loud to me now. When I play it at 40.
Do you want to be deaf?
Alright.
And who needs to hear?
I don't know. Hearing's pretty good.
Fair. Can't hear femboys whimper if you can't hear.
Exactly.
Just a mutual nod of agreement. Just.
No, I mean I'm already kind of there, Becca. The hearing in one of my ears is not great. Also, hello.
Oh no, my hearing is not great either. I cannot hear very well. Behind myself, I cannot really hear. Like if somebody's behind me talking to me, a lot of times I cannot hear them.
And it's caused by one of two things, or a combination of both. My dad was a geotechnical engineer and took me to a lot of job sites when I was very young. So being near a whole bunch of construction equipment, probably not good for a young child's ears. And then also, growing up, my family swore by using Q-tips to swab your ear after a bath or a shower, and that likely pushes earwax deeper into the ear canal. Thankfully, I have not had like an ear infection or anything as a result of that, but there's probably some impacted wax in there that I have not had looked into having cleared out. So that could be another reason for my poor hearing in one ear. That sucks. I didn't realize that COVID could do that. I believe I may have as well. It's just so far back that I don't remember. I mean, being able to sleep through noise would be nice. I do struggle with that. I'm easily distracted by... I can tune out, like, even consistent noise, but, like random bursts of, like, people talking or whatever is so distracting to me. Because I do want to say I have a distant memory of having to have ear tubes when I was younger, so that's probably caused by some sort of ear condition. But again, I do not remember. I've not cared enough to ask my family about it.
One of the people I used to know, I don't talk to her anymore because she was a dick. And I just lost the vote. Okay, so
Nice.
She had an ear condition where if she went in the water and her head went in her, she would 100% always get an ear infection. And at one point when I knew her, she got an ear infection so bad that she's like, yeah, I know you're never going to be able to hear properly out of this ear ever again.
That's awful.
I know it's kind of rude, but I'm just going to vaguely say she deserved it because she was a dick. She was like a sociopath. She's not a good person.
Well, and congrats.
Karma. She's my ex best friend. I think I vaguely mentioned her. She's the one that I vented to at one point, and then she ended up telling my partner at the time the things I had said, and then got upset that the other person, because my partner told the person that I was venting about what I said, and that person blamed at her for telling. And her immediate response was, why would she tell what I said? And I'm like, bitch, you just did that to me. Shut up.
Also, Becca, that is some good tech.
Is the good tech a robot toaster?
No, just when there's a bunch of noise, she just lays on her good ear to block out the sound.
Yeah, for me, I can't hear anything that's too far in front of me or too far behind me. So if like someone's talking or they're walking ahead of me, I can't understand them. Oh. And if someone's walking and they're behind me, I can't understand them.
It's a coral bottle. Yeah, never mind. I saw the bottle, I didn't see what type it was, and then I saw a sparkling blue, but I still kept going.
My sister's fucking missing me! Dad! For whatever every single time I see these, my sister messages me. Every single time.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're going super robotic mode and super staticky for some reason.
That's strange.
All right.
I have to go downstairs and help my sister real quick. She hurt herself. I'll be back in like 10, 15 minutes.
Sure.
She managed to cut herself. Ow! Fuck! I'll put this real quick.
Yeah, so I was about to say, so the thing about the Fear Red Maw is, you need to do damage to it, or it will, explode, as time goes on. The problem is that, because it moves fast around you, it will frequently start that at a moment where you don't have an angle on it. And then you just kind of have to sit there and get kegged. Hello, Yumi. Welcome in.
Yeah, I will be back.
All right. Good luck. So, like, the Feared Red Maw is definitely more the one you want to have a crewmate actively turning the boat, so that you can constantly hit it as it turns around. Uh-oh. Well, that sucked. I didn't realize I was low on health. Yep. I play this all the time, but it's because it's very much a meandering sandbox game. I don't often stream it unless there's like new update content. So when you just get bit by the Feared Red Maw, it will set your boat on fire. Oh, please. I guess Miss is still in game? Hmm. Huh. I will say the Ancient Megs attack way too often. So by the time you've finished, like, repairing, they're attacking you again. And because they have various debilitations that they put on your ship, it can spiral out of control very quickly, and it's hard to keep your repair rotations up. Which inspector specifically? Because there's a whole bunch of memers out there who do various roleplay things. I assume you're talking about the cheater inspectors? Oh, that's a reminder. I need to turn off in-game voice chat when I have a moment. Because when I stream this, I try not to, Motherfucker. Okay. These fights also just kind of spiral out of control. Because they have so many things they can do to you. And the only way to stop them from doing it is to shoot them. If you are spending all your time repairing, they just kind of get to do whatever they want to you. But yeah, unfortunately, when the Feared Red Maw explodes, it is effectively the same as being hit by a keg. Not sure what type of keg, to be specific, but I can't even defend against that. It was at the back of the ship. Okay, we're gonna have to seal like 2 of these holes and then hop on the cannons. Because these are some pretty big holes, but we need to start doing damage. Good. That was weird. It hit him and the... Okay. I did damage to him for free. I mean, I don't know more about them than just somebody posted a screenshot of the 2 people. And then people were saying like who are these people on Reddit? And they're like, yeah, they inspect boats for cheaters. And I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I've seen similar gimmicks like that. Like there have been people who have been like, yeah, we're the British and we're coming to levy taxes on your boat. That was some very early game, Sea of Thieves, before I even owned it. Fuck. See, the thing is, I've had fights with the Fear Red Maw solo where I don't take any damage whatsoever. But, like, as soon as you get behind, it just spirals out of control so badly. That was horseshit. I hit him enough times. Fuck. Okay, this is bad. We might sink. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I did learn a lot about Monster Hunter from somebody I met through a Code Vein community Discord. There's a lot of... Oh, good, Miz is back. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Monster Hunter's...
everything going wrong! Jesus Christ!
Things have been going wrong ever since you left. Like, the problem with fighting the Feared Red Moss solo is if you get kegged at any point, you kind of can't really recover and reset the fight to a neutral state. Because the only way to keep it from exploding more is to do damage to it. But if you're having to panic repair your boat, you can't do damage to it. I didn't do it soon enough. See, the hunting spears are nice because you can hit Megs from any angle now, but they take time to ready up. We're getting kegged. Like, it needs to be stated how many times I have done this fight and it's gone, like, it could not have gone more perfect. And then, of course, like, the one time I stream it, it's like the biggest disaster ever.
It's sharpening your tablet on. Both R and R not doing good at fighting.
Oh god, all the spears on that side are gone. Whenever it goes under the boat, I try to hit it with a spear because the spears do so much extra damage. But yeah, when it comes to streaming Sea of Thieves, as fun as it would be to interact with other people on voice chat, I don't want to deal with any of the potential concerns of Twitch if we get people spouting gamer words. So... At least this game has chat transcriptions. So even if you have in-game voice turned off, you'll still get a translation of what they allegedly said. And that'll be censored. God, this
I
is...
just like the in-game chat because I just think about that time the guy was chasing me.
Yeah.
Hold on, Comfy.
I don't think I have an angle on him. Nope. And that's kind of the thing with the Fear Red Maw. It's not like it's particularly difficult, it's just kind of annoying. Because these fights end up so prolonged, you're more likely to have someone come and fuck with you. Yeah, when your boat gets, like, sufficiently on fire, it is really hard to put it out solo in a reasonable amount of time. The fucking Meg de-aggroed because we got pushed too close to Crow's Nest.
I'll take a minute to repair, I guess.
Yeah. Jesus, we went through so much goddamn wood. Yeah, these are pretty tanky. Like, when you're playing solo, the Feared Red Maw takes about 50 to 60 cannonballs. And the Barnacle Dread, the way that it works, I disagree with the way that it works. Fuck. Design-wise, I disagree with the way that it works, where if you hit it normally, it does reduce damage, and if you expose its weak points, you do normal damage to it. I think it should be the other way around. Like, normal damage if you... I'm dead, if you can revive me.
I'm also dead.
Okay, well. And I just think that's really unsatisfying. I feel like, yes, it should have more health. Like, somewhere between where it is now and the Feared Red Maw. But, like, it should feel like when you hit a weak point that you're hitting a weak point and not just doing normal damage. And this is where I said that the Hunting Spear is not 100% consistent because of that factor. If you do not hit the Barnacle Dread in a weak point, then the Hunting Spear will not deter it from attacking you. Yeah, you probably should have waited to patch all the holes before we put the boat out. Because now we're just perpetually on fire. Please put yourself out before you set me on fire. Thank you. I have literally 1 HP. And the other frustrating thing is that if you ever get like as behind as we did, the explosions like blow up your fucking mast and your wheel, so you can't even like turn your boat reliably or start sailing in a direction to like get out of range and reset the fight. So like, other than that, again, if you start off the fight correctly, the Fear Red Maw is totally fine. But the Feared Red Maw... The Feared Red Maw just exploded on its own. It's still technically roaming around us, it's just not engaged in combat with us officially. God, alright. Okay. I feel like you should be so close to dead as well. Yeah, because you end up sustaining so many attacks from these guys too, they push your boat around, and sometimes they push you close to an island.
Make sure you eat.
Yeah. I need to grab more food. Oh, boy. We got no more harpoons, right? Yeah. Okay, start turning us left. Okay, start turning us right. God damn it.
Bit.
At least attack the front, so fire is minimal. It's actually the worst when it hits you in the back, because this spot back here on a sloop apparently has the most areas the fire can travel from. So if you're ever on an enemy ship, basically just throw fire bombs behind the map table, and the entire ship catches on fire in like 2 minutes or something like that. So that's how you cause the most damage with a single firebomb. Okay, oh, that's good.
How do I keep catching a fire when it goes in? I don't see any fire. He dead.
That he is. And so what I always do, whenever you defeat it, it still remains on the map for a moment, and I zoom in and tag it, so that in case we have to avoid some players or something, we know exactly where it was. Alright, well, when we go back to Plunder, we need to get some more goddamn wood. Oof.
What? We need cannonballs. We need food, maybe.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get cannonballs there. Yeah, the big grind this season is the drops from the ancient megs, because they have 4 types of drops basically. There are grizzly and
Why am I on fire again? Where the fuck's the fire?
There's no fire.
Oh, there's no fire? Alright, fine. Watch. No fire, huh? Why did I just drop dead?
I don't know. I wasn't watching.
There's invisible fire somewhere. It killed me.
Well, it's not burning me.
I ran around the ship and I'm looking for it and looking for it and looking for it. I don't see what the fuck this fire is.
Well, I think I grabbed everything. I think there's still... No, maybe I did.
It's something of the side of the ship. 'Cause every time I go walking up the ladder on the side, I set on fire.
Didn't happen to me. Maybe just respawn and come back.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Come for me.
I think that's just more meg meat. Yeah. Oh, I mean. So because the drops are all RNG based, pristine items being more rare than grizzly, you end up in some weird circumstances where, like, right now I need 2 pristine scales, and now you're a green skeleton. And I need a bunch of pristine teeth, or grizzly teeth.
I don't know what the heck caused that. That was so weird. Like, every time I walked around here in that ladder, I just fucking spontaneously burst into flame. There's 31 in this storage crate. $34 in the box.
Oh, of course, you've fired off just as we're heading for a rock.
You didn't tell me to steer.
I mean, I was dealing with treasure. It's fine, we didn't hit it, we're good. Okay, we got a pristine scale. Only 1 more of those. That can't be everything, can it?
Both of them with these skeletons.
That was a not a very profitable drop.
Mr. Journal.
Huh?
I could have. Never mind. This could have.
What did you say first?
I thought it was Mysterious Journal, but it's not. It's a little journal, but it's one I've not read, so it's good.
Yeah. But yeah, the other annoying thing about the ancient megalodons is that they're not even worth all that much. Like, you'll get a level of Hunter's Call. Which is more or less about the same as doing the 3 fishing voyages that you would have done to get to grade 5. So the Hunter's Call faction is kind of in a weird spot right now, where the fishing voyage is unironically just the best thing to do. It's the most enjoyable for me personally, and it's just as profitable as anything else. The boar voyages suck because of the treasure loading part. The meg hunts are fine, but it's like if your goal is to hunt the ancient megs, well, you're going to be using a bunch of your supplies to fight the initial meg, so it's kind of counterintuitive. And then the ancient megalodons themselves, I have a theory that they scale based on the number of players as well. So even on a sloop, a solo sloop versus a sloop with 2 people on it, the ancient megs have a lot more health.
They should tone it back a little bit. That's a little much.
Or at least just make solo, like, the solo experience the same as a regular sloop experience. Because, like, again, normally when I'm doing it solo, it takes like 50 to 60 cannonballs, and it's not that bad. But usually when I play with you, it takes about like 80 for the Feared Red Maw.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Barnacle Dread is even worse, because that takes like around 150.
Yeah, it takes like over double. It should at most be maybe 20 cannonballs more. I feel like that's fine. But like, it's a little bit much.
Alright, let's go get some supplies. And let's do a boar voyage. And, by then...
A boar voyage? What a bore.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Like, literally you go to an island, there is a single boar. You can kind of follow it, because it does leave some tracks, but they're very sparse. You're more likely to find it just wandering around the center of the island. And then you kill it, it drops 2 tusks. And then if you had found its wallow, which again, it's easier to just find the wallow by stumbling across it than actually trying to crouch and stealth and follow the boar. And
I mean, also, even if you just see the boar in general, you can see the 2 path directions that it walks, and just you follow each direction it can go.
Yeah.
It has a set circular route, so.
And then it's just a whole bunch of small loot items. And then you just offload them one by one. Like, a simple change, like giving you a collector's chest at the wallow would make that such an improved experience.
And make it more like, oh, you need to find or hunt them a little more, because it needs to make the hunting a little more intuitive, I guess, and more fleshed out.
Well, what I was expecting would be the case is that there would be one grand boar, because they describe it as a grand boar, but the thing is that's kind of unnecessary, because there are pigs, there are pet pigs now, and then there are grand boars. Well, that suggests that there should be a normal type of boar. So, like, there should be one grand boar that drops, like, pristine tusks, and then there should be, like, 2 or 3 regular boars that drop grizzly tusks. And I think having more boars to track to the wallow would just make that a more engaging experience overall.
Anything you want to tell me?
Yeah.
And then add a collector's chest to the wallow as well. And then Bob's your uncle. Maybe 2.
I sense your fear.
They could have done a scent path thing like they did with the fucking Megalodon voyage. Like, you have to use this telescope to, like, follow prints in the sand that you can't see with the naked eyes. Or, like, a scent track or something like that. They could have done something like that to work off of that as well, because they already just added that it wouldn't take too much to make it change a little bit so it works with the pigs.
Yeah. So we can't get any more supplies. So we'll go to Crook's Hollow, do our voyage, and then maybe, depending on where the Meg spawns, we'll hit up a different outpost. As we go by Stephen's Spoils, I'll shoot myself over there just to see. Because I've gone to the sea post enough that I've concluded that it's a change that they made that they didn't announce. Removing the option to buy supplies from them. But, like, there's still part of me that's like, am I just triggering a recurring bug that isn't supposed to happen? I don't know. Because they did remove the gold bonus that you used to get by going to the sea posts. So, because there was an issue because they just cloned the NPCs. What was happening is that you get more gold by selling to the Hunter's Call rep directly at outposts rather than going to the Sovereigns. So they've changed that. But you'd think if they went through the effort of removing that behavior because the NPCs were cloned, you would hope that they would still allow you to interact with them like a clone of the Hunter's Call emissary, you know, buying supplies. Because that's a very useful thing to do. I mean, yeah, it's useful enough that you can sell to them and raise and lower Hunter's Call at sea posts. But I consider this another lacking aspect of the hunting spears.
If you want to go there, I'd suggest you can now.
Yeah. Thank you. Hello.
How was my angling? Was it good?
Yeah, it could have been higher, I suppose. But it's fine.
You have to harpoon him. You can get there within 2 seconds.
Yeah, I have to swim a little bit, though.
Harpoon gun is so nice from when you're canyoning to get to an island that's far away, because you can just fucking harpoon the seafloor to get over closer within like 2 seconds instead of having to swim for like 5 minutes.
If you're close enough to an island, the problem with sea posts is that they're on like this tiny little rock pedestal. You can kind of see it flashing into view on and off when I dip below the waves.
That was weird. I just heard a random bug sound.
Huh.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
It's probably too far. Yeah. There we go. Okay, there is a player sloop northwest of Stephen Spoils. They are fighting a skeleton sloop that spawned on them. Probably don't have to worry about them, but they're completely uncustomized, so probably new players. Okay.
Gotta go move that.
So usually the boar wallow here is up around this area.
Not gonna leave that keg for a ship.
Maybe not. Oh, is this the Reaper rowboat?
I don't know. I'm going up to the top of the end. That's the only where I went.
Oh yeah, the boar can also be like up here and to the left. Nope. Here, piggy, piggy, piggy.
Here, Peppa Pig, come here. I just want some bacon for my salad.
I've heard that it shouldn't be in like caves or anything like that, but oh hey, I finally saw bats. There are bats down here, miss.
Where are you?
I'm in the cave down below, right by the boat. There are a bunch of bats that came out of the opening when I came in, and there are two circling around here.
I want a bat pet. They better fucking give me a bat pet eventually.
And then on that note, I also discovered that birds that would normally be above islands in the wilds have now been replaced by bats. There are little lizards that you can occasionally see. They're pretty uncommon on islands, and apparently there are jellyfish in the ocean now. I haven't seen them yet. They're supposed to be in the waters.
Number one, probably night only. My best guess is they're probably modeled after jellies.
I believe so, yeah.
So if they're modeled after moon jellies, is going to be in nighttime only.
Oh, found a Horn of Fair Winds. That's nice.
Yay, we get to be horny.
Normally it's not that difficult to find the boar. I feel like we've kind of covered.
I found it.
Okay, wait for me.
He fucking ran my ass. Now I'm poisoned. He's up there and to the left.
Ah, there it is.
Just here, I don't worry about it.
Ah. He's leaving the footprints on rocks. All right.
That must be one fucking heavy pig.
Here, piggy, piggy. Wow. Yeah, the boar's also doing.
Given his path, looking at the path of this, he was levitating because his path takes him over this gap.
Yeah. And he was running on rocks. That was... See, this is what I mean. That's why there should be multiple boars, because that was so difficult to find because it was wedged in an obscure corner. and there was no way we could have actually found the wallow by following the boar, because the boar was traveling in a very obscure location in a very small...
I just heard him.
Jesus Christ! Did he kill me in one shot? He did! He insta-killed me! I got to see it on my stream due to delay. I was full health, and he hit me once and killed me. I thought he did like at least 60% health, but no, that was... Unless that somehow counted as like 2 attacks, and that's why I died.
It's random on what you get. Just one time I only got hit a sliver, and the other time I nearly got knocked down to death.
Ah. Random
Which
damage.
honestly is kind of realistic, because you never know what damage you get by being rammed by a damn pig.
Yeah. Boars will gore you.
It's just the amount of gore you get.
Hmm. I mean, you can start loading up the treasure. I'll deal with the boar. Wish I didn't sell all those collector's chests.
I'm gonna bring the boat around here.
Not a bad idea. Where'd he go? And the other unfortunate thing is that the treasure in the wallow is worth a good deal less than the boar's tusks. So the wallow is considered the bonus, but it's what you spend most of the time offloading.
Hey, ties, there's a jellyfish down here. I need the boat.
I'm coming.
It's like, wait a minute, what's that? And I just see the jellyfish. Like, immediately, must help. Down here.
Oh!
They're so pretty. And yep, those are definitely moon jellies.
Look at that!
Oh, the one thing I change is they're not moving around at all. They're just kind of sitting there stagnant.
Well, yeah, they're floating and their tentacles are moving a little bit.
They should have added like a little animation for like swimming in like kind of like a circular pattern. So they're not like stagnant.
It's certainly better than nothing, but you were 100% correct about this being a nighttime thing.
Which makes sense, because moon jellies are like, they glow. So it's like, okay, well, they're probably going to put it at night.
So that suggests to me that stuff like the lizards just kind of spawn on demand. So you're not really ever guaranteed to encounter them. Because, like, we've been here before looking for bats, and we certainly did not encounter bats.
Yeah, must be rain.
The only thing that is guaranteed is, again, the bats over.
Just shooting me.
Oh, it's one of the skeletons.
Oh, it sounded like it was coming from the other side of the island, and I was like, what?
I mean, it is.
I mean, like, away from the island.
So, I mean, the sloop that I saw before is at Plunder now. But yeah, I dealt with the skeleton. I heard some weird sounds just before that happened. I'm still looking for I can't find the boar again. Oh, there he is. This sucks, man. Like, the Meg Voyage is fine. It's nice to be able to fight Megs on demand. I think that's a great addition, even if it's not exciting. But these boar voyages are just terrible.
Mermaid, I hear it humming. I was going crazy. Like, I swear to God, I heard a mermaid humming. And it's a blue one. Yeah.
Yeah, not super worth it. So I think the aggro range for the boar is too high. Because what I did is I just sat in its wallow and I crouched and it started approaching. So I think that might be the strategy to get it. Is again, like this voyage seems to work in reverse in that it's easier to find the wallow. There we go. Yeah, that did 90% of my health in one shot. But yeah, 200 hunting spears are enough to kill a boar. We found a barnacle chest. Nice.
Yeah, I was underneath the water. I was looking for a mermaid.
There's no... Oh, the Ancient Meg is the Barnacle Dread, and it's north. So we can go to Daggertooth or Galleon's Grave to sell our boar loot. I'm going to slap down a fishing voyage so we can accrue mileage. Actually, I'm going to slap down a gold hoarder's voyage because I want to work towards those achievements. All right. Away we go. Because I've almost maxed out gold hoarders on, like, I'm like level 430 something.
Did collect 8 cannonballs and 6 scatter shots from the island now.
Nice. Supplies are always good. No, I'm 428 with gold orders, but point remains. Probably the next time they do like a Christmas event with a whole bunch of gilded voyages, I'll max that out. And then I'll just need to do gold hoarders voyages.
The barrel I got has 8 more cannonballs.
Nice. And sail miles on gold hoarder voyages, and I'll never have to do gold hoarder stuff again.
Until they just end up adding more gold hoarder stuff.
Yeah. But they probably won't add anything as grindy as the base game achievements.
Oh god, I swallowed my drink wrong. Ow.
Ooh. One thing that is nice is that I believe Drew Stevens one of the community-facing developers for the game, did confirm on Twitter that they are aware that people are upset, like myself, about the old merchant crate voyages and gunpowder keg deliveries basically being impossible. They have some ideas, but nothing they can, like, confirm or announce yet. But I am happy that they are aware, because I was honestly wondering if they just didn't care. So I'm not going to stress until they add those back into the game in a proper way. If we happen to get one through a message in a bottle, yeah, we'll do it. But otherwise, I'm not going to start doing the ridiculous thing that people have been doing, where, like, they'll join, like, a community server and, like, go to Snake Island, which has the highest chance of journal spawning, and just, like, going to all the journals and seeing if they get a voyage, and then posting to the Discord to say, hey, got a fruit crate or a gunpowder keg, everybody pile on in my crew. It's just like, God, that's such a miserable, unintended... Oh, 1 bit, hell yeah. Thanks, miss.
Enjoy your gay penny.
Let's go.
I heard my own voice. Gross.
Did I change the bit requirement for tits? Might have changed it to 10. Oh, it's every 5. Okay. I need to remind myself sometimes of, like, what I've set various things to. Ah! Thank you for the 5 gays. And it was yours! It was your, I think it was your, Gothic and onion flavor. It knows!
Let's go. Let's go, guys. If it was mine, that's really fucking funny. It's like, you know what? Here! Throws a box of my cheeses at you. I currently have $120 on Amazon. I have no idea what I'm doing after that, but I have it there.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having, you know, emergency funds.
Maybe I'll buy 100 bags of marshmallows.
I mean, that's a choice.
Feel the judging in your fucking toe, dude. Like,
all right,
listen,
we
I'm
are going to
extra.
Galleon's
I do
grave
stuff like
instead.
Is there a bitch there?
Literally look to the left.
It looks like you're facing towards us.
They are not. It looked that way as well when I first spotted them. They are sailing towards... They must have been at Daggertooth, or the Shipwreck Bay. Because I did not see them until just past that one rock. As long as they're not gunning for a goddamn ancient megalodon, it's fine by me.
I come over here and see what kind of flag they get.
They're pulling up to the dock, so looks like they might not be captained potentially. Not that that really tells us anything one way or another, you know? Yeah, I've definitely been going hard with this season. Like, on this stream, I'll be reaching Distinction 2 with Hunter's Call. So that's 150 levels in one season. That said, there was a really nice event. I was tempted to stream it. Everybody wants the exclusive voyage from it to come back. It was Merrick's recipe request, where he would give you a list of like 6 fish.
How can they like lower the loot you get for it? They make it a permanent option. Like it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So like some of them would be specific fish, some of them would be specific meats, some of them would be like any fish of this type. And
to make you do the stuff with like the chicken and like the other stuff as well.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't just be doing fish.
And so what was really lucrative about that voyage is that it gave a 40 times multiplier to anything you handed in. So if you had something that was like any stormfish and you handed in like a trophy shadow stormfish, you would get 1.5 million gold and Hunter's Call rep. So even without min-maxing that stuff, you could still make a pretty penny. And we made quite a lot of levels doing those. And then there were also just improved treasured fish voyages where you, instead of 2 groups of 3, you got 3 groups of 4.
Might be order souls.
Yeah, probably newer players.
Surprisingly, lack of sharks.
Yeah. Well, sharks are they only really show up when you're trying to do something important. You're just doing some casual scouting. If you're actually trying to hunt a shark or get some treasure to an island, then they'd be on your ass. No, I'm not going to pull up to the Sovereigns. I'm going to pull up to the dock. We can just sell this stuff manually to the Hunter's Call and get our supplies. So I do want to fight one more Feared Red Maw on stream just because that last fight was a fucking gong show. I'm glad to have that example of how wrong it can go, but like I'd like to have a more competent example.
I made it. I was about to eat my ass though, but I made it.
Right.
Yeah, there are souls.
Cool. No, actually, I don't think I gave the Hunter's Call chests enough credit. They were worth a similar amount to the
I made it all the way to the island, man. 100% checked, and they are Heart of Souls 5. I did it. I died at it afterwards by a shark, but I did it.
Yeah.
I would have survived if I had an extra harpoon. I only had one harpoon on me.
Did not like me trying to squeeze through that gap. I don't know how I feel about the one item that's just a bag of hooks. feel like there's so many better containers for hooks than just a cloth bag.
Your flesh adds extra flavor.
I guess. Oops. Oh yeah, I just remembered I need to turn off proximity chat. There we go.
I put in harpoons. I decided I'm clicking stuff on the island.
Who's there?
Yep, I'm already loaded up on the harpoons. I'm getting more captain supplies.
I didn't go in here. Just a little top part of the island. Every cannonball counts.
All right. Still no Reapers. Very good. Okay, we're all ready to ship out, Miss.
Be down these tickets. I'm gonna grab the ones up here. Get Mario up the stairs. And there were 89 cannonballs.
Nice.
And a bunch of scatter shots. 15 scatter shots to be specific.
So the Barnacle Dread, aka Barney, really it's just they summon the electric ocean crawlers onto your boat every minute and a half. The number that show up depends on your crew size. They've got the armor platings, and when they hit your boat, they zap you, so you're stunned for like a half second. That's basically it.
Barney loves you. Barney loves me. He's gonna try to murder me.
Yep. Did you shoot that flare?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe it went a little too east. So a neat detail that Miz discovered is if you throw someone onto the island, that's enough to get the cannons to stop firing. So as I sail away, they will not take any pot shots at us.
I just come up, and while I'm over here, just to look around for pineapples and stuff.
Hmm.
Like, I might as well. I'm already here.
Why not? The only thing we really have to worry about is Marauders Archers cannons will probably shoot at us. How many skills did we even get? 2 or teeth rather. Yeah. This is a real grind, not a fan of it. You do get a Wild Seas Curse, however, which gives you green eyes and like ocean crawler-esque skin. It's okay. It's not to my tastes. And one detail about this costume that's interesting is you have a severed finger on the right hand. Not sure if there's a good way to... Ah, yeah, compass. There you go. Alright, Miz, we're almost there. There they are. It's also worth noting that ancient megalodons will chase you long distances if you end up running from them.
It'll chase you all the way to Narnia.
So sometimes they will spawn near Plunder Outpost, like just southeast, or just northwest of Sanctuary. Yeah, harpoons are also very effective at destroying the armor, in that they take like 1 or 2. Good rotation. And no, I'm a little too far out. You always kind of want to stay on the cannon until it's way past on the other side, because the ancient megs have a nasty habit of flipping the fuck out of your boat if you do enough damage to them at like the last possible second. They don't damage it when that happens, but they can certainly flip it completely upside down and throw you off of it. Yeah, so anytime I hit them on one of those glowing blue weak points, electricity happens and I do normal damage. Too slow. What's a little annoying is that I always accidentally hit the take a seat option rather than grabbing the harpoon. You can turn off those interactions, but I like being able to take a seat, so... Once you've busted all of its armor, it does speed up. Which is a nice detail. Fuck.
Not gonna be able to get back in line for that.
And again, my timing there was good, except I didn't hit the weak point, so it wasn't enough to deter the meg.
God damn it. Every time I try to flip around to make sure you can keep shooting me, he's like, no, I'm gonna attack you now.
Well, yeah, that's why once it reaches that angle, you need to start doing like a hard rotation to the other side.
That's what I was doing, and the minute I started doing it, he attacked.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There it is.
Okay, he didn't actually do damage though.
You know, like, this is what I mean. This just takes so long. I'm lucky that I haven't actually been attacked by another crew while doing one of these, except for one occasion where these guys, to my understanding, accidentally aggroed one of them just by stumbling across it, and they got kraken, so they ran away to repair. I started fighting it for like a good 5 minutes. It was the Fear Red Maw. And then they come back and they attack and sink me. And I'm like, okay. And then I come back and I start fighting them. And then they run away again. So I start fighting the Red Maw. They come back again. I run away. Red Maw chases me. So I'm able to... he actually exploded on his own, and that was enough to kill him. But of course, before the loot showed up, they came back and started hounding me, and I almost sunk them. And it was me solo versus 2 of them. And then they got into position to grab loot when I was repairing, because they boarded me and like killed me and set my ship on fire or something. And then I went. I started chasing them as they started heading in the direction. This was like oh, Kraken time.
Him in the water.
I'll fight the Kraken, you grab loot. Oh, there's also a Shadow Maw. So yeah, this was like just west of Devil's Ridge. They started going over to the Devil's Roar to sell. I chased them, start maneuvering around them. They eventually start going back over to Plunder. And I chased them all the way there, and... cool. Love that. And I discover when I reach Plunder Outpost is they're selling the meager spoils that they have, that they didn't even grab any of the fucking loot. So they wasted my time, they wasted my Feared Red Maw kill, and didn't even profit off of it. So I took their barnacled chest and I sold it. And then I kept attacking them until they eventually sunk. At that point it was just for a moral victory. And they were like, haha, we already sold everything. You got nothing. And I was like, dude, it's not about that. I took the commendation from you. What's this glowing red thing? Is that a... oh, that's probably the Kraken. Ah! Did you get everything from the Ancient Meg?
So yeah.
Okay, there's a skull, there's a captain's chest, I guess. Yeah, you work on those, I'll fight the Shadow Maw, I guess. I'm dead.
Is it dead?
Okay, cool.
Well, that's not good.
They also added Megalodon teeth as a drop, so that like Krakens and Megalodons can drop more stuff. They can also drop so emergent boars can drop steam boar tusks and also allegedly ancient meg loot. Really? By the time we're respawning, he's already fucking attacking us again. That's crazy. I don't know where he is.
Well,
I feel like the waves recently have been really poor for fighting anything Meg related.
Behind it.
Yeah, I found him. Motherfucker. See, like I can never see them when they fucking charge at us because the waves are always higher than them. And I feel like this wasn't an issue before. But it's just like whenever like all these changes happen for whatever reason, I've just found fighting Megs just the battles always end up just fighting them blind for most of the fight. You're just shooting into the ocean and seeing like the occasional glimpse of the fin and just having to approximate their location. It's not great. But hey, more loot, I guess. Yay. At the cost of like an extra 20 cannonballs.
He won, but at what cost?
Just a little bit of my sanity. And I think that might have been our... No? Okay. Thought I saw a rowboat, but I guess that was just the Meg's tail. Well, if we missed any loot, the Barnacle Dread died, like, directly in front of us, so... Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So, now that we've captured... So
Are you kidding me?
So this is the other problem with the Ancient Mechs. Because they count as world events, when you're fighting one, it prevents emergent encounters like the Kraken, Megalodons, skeleton ships from spawning on you. The timers, however, still go off in the background, which means when you're done fighting an ancient Megalodon, which especially sucks with how tanky the Barnacle Dread is, how many cannonballs it's going to consume fucking fighting it, you will get, like, cluster spawned on by, like, 2 or 3 different types of events at the same time. Like, we literally... I didn't even know that there was a Meg until I saw its fin, because the Meg and Kraken happened simultaneously. you know? Okay, they're dead. I'm not gonna stop to pick up their loot.
Oh, I wasn't planning to. I was downstairs, fucking, taking the mail off the stove.
Eh. You know, the Kraken at least, you know.
Which way is Dragon again?
We'll just go straight south to Galleon's Grave. And then, depending on whether the Feared Red Moss spawns, we'll either head for it, or we'll go to, we'll dive to Sanctuary. Oh, it was a Stronghold chest. Nice. Thought that would just be a Skeleton Captain's chest. God damn it. Yeah, we got, like, no collector's chests for some reason. That's weird.
Pretty sure there's a collector's chest in this bird pile, so I'm gonna grab that.
Where are you going?
There's a bird pile over here, and I'm pretty sure he saw a collector's chest, so I'm
Oh.
gonna go get it.
A bird pile. Okay. That didn't even register in my brain what you were saying.
Indeed, there was a collector's chest. Look at me.
Also sharks, apparently. Turn around.
Nice try, bitch! Couldn't have been better timing. You grabbed me just as you were about to fight me.
We got some pretty good drops, all things considered.
I dropped the collector's chest in front of the steering wheel. Right at the steering wheel of the mast.
Alright. Oh, Kraken's done. Et voila.
It's like, yeah, it's literally right there. I can stop my boat for a second to grab that, because we need it, because it makes things easier.
Yeah.
Stopping for 2 seconds is faster than having to run back and forth like 4 or 5 times.
Now, typically after Ancient Meg despawns or is killed, it takes about 12 minutes for the next one to show up.
Oh, that's trippy. You have a hole in your knee.
I do?
Your peg leg's trippy. Yeah, you can see straight through your knee.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking trippy. Cool, but trippy. We were standing up here and I could see the fucking outpost through your leg. And like, oh, wait a minute, huh?
I forget if I've shown off my usual fit on stream. So I'll typically rock this, or I'll put the glasses on with no
It takes a lot for me to change my fit. If they release another shirt that is the same level of coverage as Spool, then I'd swap it. Or have like another cool pair of pants, I'd swap it. But unless they ever drop gloves that have claws like this one again, I'm not gonna swap out my gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Like my gloves.
There is a ship on the other side of the island.
We believe.
I think they are just leaving. I'm not sure if they saw us, because they were probably a fresh spawn. You stay on the boat, I'll go scout that out. I think we can sell all we have anyway. They sailed off, like, vaguely southwest. South-southwest.
Well, they're not on the island anymore, so. I'll take a free decorative copper and merchant crate. Why not? Some bird loot spawned on the shore.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're far south. And now it's time for the spooky distinction sound.
It's a red maw. It's over by Wander's Refuge.
Okay, let's head over there then.
Hello there, matey. Mind your step. See you, matey.
Do you want to stop at Dagger's Reef on the way? Because I'm literally straight towards it, or
Yeah,
that's what I thought. I was just double checking.
more cannonballs would be good.
Basically, I'm going straight west and then hooking straight south.
I've never seen one spawn there, I think.
I have seen it. It's because I'm pretty sure it spawned on the other side of Wanderer's Refuge, closer to Cannon Cove areas.
Mm.
And it moved up there.
Distinction jump scare incoming. There it is. I should get a ship's bell sound effect for my stream notifications.
Yeah.
I think that would be a nice nautical theme to have. Maybe like a buoy, because they have bells on them. Just thought it was a stupid pun. I don't know how. Just an illustration of whatever a femme buoy would be.
Seen any krakens lately? Well, back to work.
There was an old fish and chips place that I used to go with my parents all the time, and their bathrooms were labeled buoys and gulls. Good job. At least you found it.
Again, shut up.
Yeah, you can never throw the hunting spears as far as you think you can. Well, lives on the ladder now. Let's try and put my money where my mouth is. Hey, yo. Let's go. But I'm not going to do that a second time because I know that can spiral out of control. All right. Off to the southwest. Now we'll do a fishing voyage. Finally, and then we'll end stream. I'm still down to play more if you are willing, miss. Just,
How long have you been on?
huh?
How long have you been on?
I don't know.
I have literally no idea. Like, I'm all sorts of frazzled.
Sorry, you're a little quiet there. I'm struggling to make out what you're saying.
I asked how long we have been on, and because I don't know. I'm all sorts of frazzled.
How long am I going to be on, or how long have we been on?
Second one.
Uh, give me a sec. Uh, 2.5 hours. Because I look at my stream time and it's... Hmm?
I have to decide when we finish the things we're doing right now. Because I've been all over the place lately.
That's fine.
If I can't play more today, I'll play more tomorrow.
Yeah, I have plans to stream Split Fiction with Foxy, so we'll see how that goes. But I will let you know.
There's a shipwreck over here.
Oh,
That is a shipwreck.
that there is. May as well swing by it.
Yeah, yeah. Give me your loot.
It doesn't matter where we sell Kingly loot to. We could just sell that. I could do a drive-by as we go by Reapers. I'm 27 pieces of Kingly loot away from that commendation. Got a Kingly skull. Ooh, message in a bottle.
It's a 3 dig spot.
Nice.
We shipwreck bay.
Yeah.
Action King chest.
Nice. That seems to be about it. There is a harpoon on the second floor if you want to grab that.
Okay.
So just to the left of the stairs. Okay, back on the road.
That's why I gave him Sugar Bay. Sugar Bay is literally right behind us.
Yeah, but I don't want to
We'll
go.
probably come back there.
Yeah, maybe. Or we could, after we hunt the Meg, we can just go to Shipwreck Bay and slap down our fishing voyage.
Yeah.
Because it's typically Shipwreck Bay and Crooked Masts in the wilds. Get us just a bit closer to the dock, and I'll
Yeah, it's already run done. Right now, we should just barely skirt past the dock.
I'll just drop one in the water and bring the other in, and then I can sell both of those and mermaid back.
I do not need a lone manager.
All right. We're just about there. Perfect.
Perhaps me accidentally dropping anchor is a blessing, because I think I would have already been in the fight by the time we got back here, and we might have got attacked.
Sailed up. Ah, so close. Start turning the other way. Well, you probably should have just used the harpoon.
My God, I just lag spiked and then just ended up at the bottom of the ocean. What the frick?
Weird. God damn it. Wow. Completely whiffed all those shots. I think that's nice about the, Fuck! Fuck! Well, here goes our ship.
Oh shit, now it's upside down.
Yeah, so same here. I'm on the ladder.
I don't think there's a way we can save this one.
Oh, hey, we got footage of that at least. Strange how dunking our fucking ship in the ocean didn't put the fires out, huh? Fuck me. Jesus Christ. I can't. I can't get back to the ship because it's floating away. Alright. Who the fuck is this bastard? Oh god, he's gonna blow up.
We're fast. I'm trying to repair as fast as I can, but I can't do much. Help!
Yep. I heard. The problem is every time I'm able to nail him with a harpoon, he's already too close. No, because the problem is every time, like, he's already going into the bite animation before I'm able to hit him. And once you've reached that point, it's too late. Well, Jesus Christ. we are not getting any time for a breather before he comes back around. Finally, we can catch up. One thing that becomes very noticeable fighting the ancient megs in particular, is specifically the feared red maw, is that what causes them to charge seems to be the amount of damage that they're taking. Like, that's another reason why you kind of want to try and hit them as much as possible before they go around back behind your boat. Because if you can trigger the charge before they are out of your range, then you can also disrupt said charge. But if you do a decent amount of damage and they haven't charged and they go behind your boat, chances are feared red maw in particular is gonna fuck you up. Yeah, so again, not a smooth fight, but certainly better than the last one.
Not mean to do that. We're trying to repair that.
I think I got the last piece. So in the interest of time, let's swing by North Star. Oh, that's a lot on Shipwreck Bay.
Well, there was a lot.
For some reason, I heard there's 3 on Shipwreck Bay, and I was like, oh. Oh, there's a ship ahead of us, I think. Yeah. They're fighting a skeleton sloop. Alright. Man, Redma has been really stingy today.
All those are skulls.
Oh yeah, and there are seagulls that follow your boat now. They just spawn occasionally.
Can you
They're
believe
nice.
the gall of these guys?
Are those guys okay? Seem to be struggling.
They're parked. I think they're
It
looting
looked
your
it looked
stuff.
like their mast was down for a second. This was just like on a weird diagonal. Jesus Christ! It's called Weenie Hut Jr. Pledged to the Megalodongs. Jesus Christ.
That's why we got. That's why we got the sounders because they're still fighting. Oh, they're. Oh, that's a skeleton. That's a ship fleet. Guys,
That makes more
that's why.
sense.
Can you look at this guy? It's a ship fleet. Hi.
Honestly, since we're going to be getting a whole bunch of Kingly treasure, I say we lower Hunter's Call after we sell the stuff here. We'll still do the fishing voyage, but that's just for stream's sake, more than anything. Okay.
They don't seem to be doing too hot. Go, Weenie Junior, go! You got this. You can defeat them.
If you could vote to lower, thank you.
Already always in. I just had to jump over the banister.
Just making sure, because I thought you were about to drop sails for a second.
I was jumping over the banister.
There we go. Now, we are stealth. Vroom.
Oop. The Calvin chip stuff. You did it! Congrats, Weenie Junior.
Well, now they've got to fight the galleon.
You got this, buddy.
They're probably fine. I think that's a guild emissary. So they probably know what they're doing. Hooray!
Pirates. No, we're not coming for them. We're currently in the range of it, so hopefully it doesn't spawn on us.
Yeah. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. All right, bye.
Yeah, bye. See you later. If you like the boat.
Wait, they're firing can. We triggered a second one on the. Because the number of ships that spawn are dependent on the number of players in the area.
Oh, you're welcome for the extra loot.
Assuming that Weenie Hut Jr. survives. Because now the second galleon is coming on back. All right, let's slap down a fishing voyage, and hopefully we'll get. Feel like we might be a bit too close for it to spawn here.
Yep, crooked maps.
Yeah. We'll get the stuff here. We'll go to Daggertooth and we'll go to Cricket Masts. So where are we in relation to the island here? Okay, so the first one is directly on our right.
Looks like Cannon Skeleton. There, you little bitch. Coming up there, you whore. The ship doesn't need repaired because they have to come up here and kill this guy.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, those two galleons are still alive and kicking. Boo, that's not kingly loot.
No,
God damn it.
I do not want to deal with an everlasting sorrow.
That's just a regular one. I mean, it's not great either way.
Oh, I fucking died. Well, it was crying the minute I dug it up, so that's why I thought it was Everlasting Sorrow.
Ah.
I didn't know what to do. I'm like, the fuck shit every 2 seconds.
Well. How many more we got? 2 more. Okay. So one of these should be like right here-ish. That's that rock. That's that path. Perfect. This one's going to be a pain to find. Got it. All right. Really? Ghosts? Oh. Don't bother moving the boat. I'm taking the treasure.
No, I'm turning it to the side so I can harpoon where you're putting the boat. Ooh.
All right. So you made the executive decision not to grab the chest of sorrow.
Yes.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
look, the galleons over there, and I can see him fighting them. He's trying.
You
Go,
tried
had to your
so
go.
hard and got so far, but
And then he
in
drove us into
the
an island.
end, it doesn't even matter.
I had to fight to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. What the? I don't know why. It doesn't even matter. Lincoln Park.
Just imagine footage of either Dragon Ball Z or Rurouni Kenshin in your head, and you've engaged with the '90s anime music video experience.
You mean the A and B scenes? Yeah, no, I remember that much. Just the one in Linkin Park with the most dramatic fight scene. Fight scene so sad it's gonna make you cry.
I think it's kind of funny that you've turned into a green skeleton twice during the session, despite your model having clearly been loaded before.
I do not exist. I chose to take off my skin.
Oh, there were also some,
You know something fun that they could do to like help with the loading skeleton thing? They should make it so you can select what color your skeleton is on the inside. So like all of them bright colors, so like orange, bright purple, pink, and green like we got right now, like a bright red. I feel like that'd be fun. Fun. Let me paint my skeleton.
So I was just showing off the current guild rewards for the season. A little wooden lizard statue and just an animated portrait of some sharks circling. I kind of feel like they could have done something better with that one.
I should have done one of the new Megs attacking, so it's like a POV of the Meg attacking us.
Or fucking jellyfish floating.
Yeah, jellyfish. Give us a jellyfish. Or bats. Give us their bats.
Or if, like, again, if they want to keep it specific to like content from the season, it could be like a picture of a wallow with like a boar, just like walking back and forth.
I suggested the megalodon because like one of the new megalodons like circulating or coming. They've done like a chibi of one of the megalodons sinking a boat, like pulling under the water. I already got the sharks, apparently.
Yeah, because it's tied to the guild. So if the guild makes the emissary ledger, everyone in the guild gets it. So let's slap down another fishing voyage, see if we get a closer one.
Actually, guys, it's kind of cool. It's very POV. It's very 3D. That actually is kind of cool. Like, not saying it, it's a little bit better than what I thought. Would you still prefer something else? Yes. But that is pretty cool.
Sunken Grove. Yeah, that's closer.
Yeah.
There's a ship at Galleon's Grave. So basically the thing about treasured fish is that they are treasures. You can't put them in barrels or storage crates. Correct. Or cook them, for that matter. But, like I said, if you like the fishing, it's nice to just log on, sail around, do some fishing, get some gold. And it's kind of like just as efficient as the 4 voyages. And if you're going for the ancient megs, that's honestly
Okay, so
probably
this
the
is the
way.
north side of the island, basically straight in front of us.
Yep.
I'm gonna do a quick fucker check. We are not going to line. Are there any fuckers about? The answer is no. There's no fuckers.
Yeah, I think the only people we might have to worry about are those guys at Galleon Grave, but we lowered our flag and all we're gonna have is some fish, so...
Sleep guy managed to beat the both galleons, but we can see him back there floating there.
So the technique with these voyages is to wedge your boat squarely between the 2 fishing spots.
I'm letting it all the way down. Oh, I did that. I was going to hold it so I could drop it more precisely.
There we go. And all the treasured fish also glow in the dark. This is a nice detail.
Treasured obsidian splash tail.
Mm-hmm. They do still have random loot values assigned to them, so like I think the stormfish is still considered the most valuable one. So some fishing voyages will be more valuable than others, but it's just kind of luck of the draw. And if the fishing spots are ever...
One thing I would change is there being an extended version where you can have like 3 of these at once.
like the one
having to
from
go back.
Event?
Instead of having to go back in after each time you finish a quest, you just have 3 of them all together. So you just be like, oh, all right, finish this island, go to this island next.
Eh, it doesn't really make much of a difference, honestly.
I'm just like,
I was never a big fan of the whole like chapter voyages before they added the on-demand voyages. It always kind of felt unnecessary.
I mean, like a chapter voyage. I mean, like the ones that have like multiple maps.
I see what you mean.
You see all 3 locations you have to go to, and you get to decide which one you want to go to first.
Yeah, the downside is that makes going for the commendation for completing X number of Hunter's Call voyages, that'll make it take a lot more time. So there is a downside to that.
I think that's a sleeper before, and he did die because we can see the galleon over there, and I think he's going back. Go, Peacock Jr., go!
Not sure if he died because it's not. He's going toward Daggertooth and not away from it. I think he just retreated. Probably ran out of supplies, honestly. So this is an excellent activity, either while like chatting with a friend or listening to a podcast, some ASMR, lo-fi, Sea of Thieves, fishing and chill. I wish that there were more artists like Sail North, who does this, Celtic pop shanties, but like with different genres, Like a lo-fi shanty, that could go hard. Well, it wouldn't go hard, but
Go relax.
yeah. I will say I like the Calico Wild Splash. It looks like a koi fish. Yeah, okay, no, they must have actually defeated at least one of the galleons, because they're a grade 5 guild now. They're visible on the map.
Yep.
It's good for them. We gave them extra loot. Oh, well. We did our good deed for the day.
Woohoo! Good day. Good job, buddy.
And whoever was at Galleon's grave, it's gone now. Ooh. One thing that I do kind of wish they did differently is, since they added the Hunter's Call, like the Emissary Ledger, like, ship cosmetics have never really been super detailed. They all share a very strict theme. But when they added the Hunter's Call as a proper faction with an emissary ledger and everything, they only added 1 month's worth of unlockables. And presumably next season they'll add the second month. But the season has been 3 months now, and I just kind of feel like, for as boring as those cosmetics are going to be, I feel like they should have added more, like, right off the bat. Like, I can understand them adding only 1 guild set, like animated painting and like a trinket and whatnot per season, but it's gonna be a while before all the emissary ledger rewards for the Hunter's Call are available. But yeah, so we'll wrap up stream there. Thank you for playing, Miss.
Yeah, the thing when I get off the computer is very hot.
Right on. I think I'm gonna head off too. And get some foods. So tomorrow should hopefully be streaming in the early afternoon with Dragon Foxy, some more Split Fiction, and that should be a good time. So hope to see you guys there. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace.